Honestly, bro, I feel like at some point, yeah, but in the beginning, obviously not. Because you should never go into it like, looking for that. That's just fucking very, very wrong. Wrong mindset, I guess. That's how a lot of people get hurt. A lot of people just like fuck it up, in my opinion.
So would you say if y'all didn't have any sex at all, like you would quit the relationship? Is that what you're saying?
Essentially, it would probably be a consideration at some point, yes. Because man, like God put me on this earth to flat cheeks. Anyways,
Nah, if there's no consent, then yes.
Wait, what?
Consensual is perfectly legal.
Nah, but I mean, like, if like you had a relationship and you didn't have sex at all, like, would you be okay with that?
Depends, but sure, that's not a crime.
That's not a crime. Okay, thank you for your input, my good sir.
It's not a requirement.
What?
As long as you love each other, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, basically the same thing. As long as you love each other, that's about it.
So you can go to a whole relationship without sex and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I could, yeah. I don't personally care too much about
Even
sex.
like ace people,
Yeah, exactly.
asexual
It
people
depends on
don't
the
feel.
person, though.
All right, what about you though?
Asexual
Depends on
people
the
don't feel
person.
that, so they'd have to understand that they don't want to have sex, and bam.
Yeah, exactly.
You said it depends on the
But
person.
it also depends on the person. Yeah,
And why do you say that?
Depends on how.
because I
if
can
they
wait for someone, but
want-
for certain time. Make sense?
For a certain time.
It all depends on if they're on the ace spectrum or not.
Depends on the definition of relationship, but also no, totally not a requirement. So like, as far as the definition, like a friendship, like we're friends. We're not, we're not in a romantic relationship. So we've never even seen each other IRL. But
No, we met on Apex.
No. I mean, like, if one person wants intercourse and some person, like, doesn't, that's fine. Like, you guys don't have to, do that.
So you feel as if a relationship can survive without intercourse for like years and years?
Probably not years and years. Well, it really depends on, the people. But maybe.
Not really. A lot of people like want to be in romantic relationships just for for that affection, and they're not really into the sexual aspect of it. I know a few people are like that, so it's not really. Personally, I don't think it's required. Personally, I would prefer that to have that sort of thing in my relationships, but like it's different for everybody. It's just different for everybody.
yeah. But for a romantic relationship, there are different circumstances. For instance, I know a lot of people have VRChat relationships, or just online or long distance relationships in general. So, but even in real life, when you're in a relationship with someone, and you're physically close, it's definitely not a requirement. No, not personally. I guess it would be different for every person though, because I know plenty of people would not want to be in a relationship where there's no coitus or physical intimacy. So it definitely would depend on the person, but I would say no, it's not a requirement.
So I'm eating some Frito chili pie right now. Oh, that was a really good. I liked your explanation, man. I completely agree with that, especially long distance.
Thanks. Yeah.
I think that sexuality and libido takes a huge role in this. One may be okay with one person, may not be okay for another. That changes over time. There are different sexualities,
That's
such
true.
as asexual, and they may want to cuddle. Perhaps they don't want to cuddle. Perhaps they don't want to be touched at all. There are just so many different levels on a spectrum. It's hard to define concretely if it is something that's required or not, and that's just very subjective to the person because everybody's different. That's what I think.